Breaking news in the NBA, Lonzo Ball may not be ready to go to start the season for Chicago. He is going to have knee surgery next week, and he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. It's that very same knee that forced him to miss the final 45 games of last season, including the postseason. With Ball in the lineup last season, the Bulls were a lot better. They were 22-13, but same knee and same issues heading into this season. The Bulls 22-1 to win the East, looked at as a borderline playoff team right now with a win total of 41.5. Tim Doyle joins us from Chicago. Tim, boy, this is rough news for a Chicago team that's looking to take that next step, and they were clearly better with Lonzo last year.
Oh, no doubt. You know, last year we had season total over on them, and it was that exact same number, 41.5. Cha-ching! And I'm saying stop watching this segment right now and bet them again over, because they have some guys in place that are top 100 players. You can check out CBS Sports top 100 NBA players. LeBron's not in the top 5. Anyway, it's great food for fodder. But with Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, that's a pretty good squad. Like, that's a better than 500 team. Problem was, as you alluded to, having this guy out there consistently, because he gives you so many different things. I think he's an excellent defender. Remember the shot was weird? Remember he shot on the other side of his, almost shot it from the left side, Chris, and then to the right? Well, that's improved. He shot over 40% from 3. He's never going to be a 20-point-a-game scorer, but I think those stats could be like 16, 7, and 7. And by the way, when you play with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, you don't need to score. You just got to get them in the right position to get buckets. I think he understands his role. I'm always amazed with the Ball boys, because Dad is out there pounding his chest. You couldn't be more egotistical, look at me, but yet Lonzo and LaMelo are the best teammates. They share the basketball. They're everything their dad is not. It's actually pretty shocking in a way. It just shows that LeVar's act is, well, just that, an act. But are the Bulls real contenders in the Eastern Conference? I don't really know.
It seems like you could name maybe 6 or 7 teams that could compete in the Eastern Conference. You got the Celtics, who are looked at as the team to beat going into this season. They're plus 250 to win the East. Sure, you've got Giannis and the Bucks. The Nets, I don't know. I mean, they were the favorites to win the title last year, didn't even make the postseason. Sixers are there each and every year. The Heat will come up. They'll grab a 1 seed every once in a while. And then you've got teams like the Cavs, who made the big trade for Donovan Mitchell, and the Bulls.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, can the Bulls get that continuity? You know what I'm saying? Without having Lonzo Ball in the lineup, well, then you lose arguably your best on-ball defender. You lose your point guard. You lose your best distributor. The biggest problem with the Bulls last year was everything was going right until it wasn't. And then everybody was hurt. And then what happens is, then all of a sudden your 7 hitter is your cleanup hitter. And then you're it's just they had to shuffle around the lineup so much. Baseball terms I'm trying to use there. But then all of a sudden your backup point guard, your starting point guard, and they never got that continuity. When I look at the teams ahead of them, of course Boston is more talented, and when they could put it all together, the depth is there. But I think the Bulls could knock off any one of those teams in the Eastern Conference in front of them at full strength in a playoff series. A lot of ifs going on. So what I saw from last year, Boston, the Chicago Bulls, DeMar DeRozan was in the MVP conversation, and Zach LaVine was almost getting 30 points a game. A lot of teams in the NBA don't have 2-headed monsters like that, but then it's about finding the right complementary pieces, and that's why Lonzo Ball is so important.
Yeah, problem is, out for the next 4 to 6 weeks or so. He's going to undergo another knee operation next week. That's the report. Tim Doyle with us here on HQ. Still likes the Bulls this season and the over 41.5, even though Ball might miss the start of this season, which is just a few weeks away now. October 18th, it gets underway. That's 4 weeks away, and training camp gets going less than a week now.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.